Welcome to episode 303 of Normie Joe, who's the secret identity for the Healed Crip. Tonight we're dealing with an potentially awkward question that Normie Joe had to deal with from one of his friends. And you'll see how that whole thing transpired. It's our episodic drama. You're welcome to join in the episodes. This is episode 303. Welcome, and I'm glad you're here. My lighting is different, my background is different. Somebody ran over the USB on the ring light. I don't know how that happened. We're still investigating that. It looks like a hit and run. It looks like a hit and run on the USB thing, but we're working on the ring light. So we're using natural light and a different background. So without further ado, we have episode 303. Scene starts to a blank screen with just Normie Joe talking to his one of his favorite cousins, and the cousin poses this question: "Hey, are you walking yet? Can you walk yet?" And you got to understand my cousin, man. He's awesome, and it's him having faith in my faith, and nothing awkward about the question from my perspective or his perspective. He has faith in my faith, and that's how I should consider it. But I can see how, faced with that question, if you don't understand where it's coming from, that could be a little bit of an awkward question. But I think we all need to be uh, dealing with that with from a place of faith. You know, what do you think, Healed Crip? You're the superhero in this. So eventually, we'll get a budget for special effects. Eventually, we'll get a special effects budget, and those will happen right now. I don't know, spin real fast or something, and I'll spin into my bathing suit or something. Speedos in a wheelchair, but no cape and no scarf. So, hey, this is the Healed Crip coming at you. Thanks, Normie Joe. I appreciate the kind introduction. You'll notice that you never see Normie Joe and the Healed Crip in the same room at the same time. The fact that that's my secret identity is not so secret, but to a small, dedicated audience that I have here enjoying this podcast, the secret. So the secret's out to a select few. Don't feel obliged to keep the secret. Spread the news that this is entertaining if you want. Anyway, yeah, that shouldn't be an awkward question. I grow it to something more, man. I grow it to, have you pose the question this way: Have you are you have you gotten the thing that you hope and dream for? Has that started happening for you yet? It can be walking, it can be getting healed from cancer, it can be having a baby, it can be getting that job, it can be graduating from school. It's really have you got that thing that you're really hoping for? In my case, I know I'm going to walk. It's a matter of when. And it's a faith thing on the timing and stuff. And I love that his faith is at a level where he's joining me in a when not if kind of framing the conversation, and and I love that. I need more of that, and you should expect that when not if from your friends and family. And if you don't get it from them, give me a call, drop a name, drop a comment in your chat, and I'll get people giving it to you. I'll get people who can stand in faith, believing in you and for you to get you that when not if side to your miracle, to your hope, to your dream. If you got a dream about being a librarian, then I got faith that can move mountains that'll get you to be a librarian. That's the superpower that my wife taught me, and power that my wife taught me, and she's here and will help me figure out how to do it. So if I get stumped how to do it, I can ask her, and she can show me how to do it. This is me in training for that stuff. So that's the real world stuff that we're dealing with tonight. And I just wanted to thank you for joining in and joining us for what we're talking about. And it's, if you don't have the people in your life joining you and agreeing with you on a when, not if, to the stuff that really God put in your heart as the thing that's in your heart that's missing. God put that gap, that hole in your heart that only Him and that thing can fill. That's being a librarian, or being a talk show host, or being an auto mechanic, or loving people to death over their stuff, or cooking, or whatever. God put a hole in your heart for Him and that thing. And He, whatever that thing is, He built a desire in you to do it, and a way for you to get there to do it. And I hold fast on that. So if you don't have the people in your life standing with you on, saying to do that, and saying they've got a when, not if, for you, then you need to make some changes. Maybe you decide what that means, changes wise, but you deserve and you need those people in your life. And if you don't have them, then that could be part of why you're feeling unfulfilled, and why you're feeling gapped and missing, is you don't have the right people. God put a gap in you for a specific reason. Anyway, I'm getting way far afield from what we normally talk about, but I appreciate your patience and understanding. I thought it was particularly important, and I was touched by this guy's question and the heart behind it, and it got me thinking that I wasn't dealing with the question the right way, all the way that I could have, and I dealt with it kind of the way I think he meant it, but I didn't. I grew it into something even more than that in my superhero mode, and I'm using it as a kind of a model. I think it's appropriate. So I'd love to hear your feedback on that and what you think about it. I'm gonna be quiet now for 4 seconds while I make a comment about my producer's nose getting runny. Your nose is runny. Hi. She doesn't even want to come on audio tonight. Well, I have my normal, fantastic, beautiful support person in the producer's booth, supporting the show and supporting me. and you might hear her chime in here in a little bit. She's doing really well to stay quiet. I know she's chomping at the bit to chime in, and if I say something she doesn't agree with, if, philosophically or theocratically, she'll straighten me out, no doubt. So the fact that I haven't got a well actually whistle blown is good. I use that as a feather in my cap. I got all the way through alive without saying something stupid. That's awesome. Mm. Anyway, I we had a delightful Sunday here in New England. It was so beautiful. I hope you got to enjoy the outside part of the world of your world for at least a little bit today, and that the outside part of your world was a safe place to be and wasn't dangerous. I know it was dangerous all across the country. I hope that it was good for you. Um, Producer Stacy, anything else you want to add to the show? I'm running low on steam. I think I came out both barrels blazing, and I made some salient points that I could have drawn out for a long time. But my purpose is not to draw out my points. My purpose is to make them effective and draw your attention to some stuff. So hopefully, I drew your attention to some stuff and some stuff for you to think about. And if you need help thinking about them, talking about them, I'd be happy to help. Chat me, send me a chat, send me. I don't know if you can DM me on the QT or any of those things. I don't know if that if that's how YouTube works or not, but I'd be happy to help talk through the issue with you. And I appreciate you, no end. And I'm broadcasting this. I'm recording this on a Sunday afternoon. It's a beautiful. I'm watching a beautiful sunset on a Sunday afternoon in Maine. I don't know where you are, but if you're lucky enough to be on the East Coast of America, you are lucky enough. It is gorgeous right here, right now. And if you're watching this at some other time, I know a lot of people catch the broadcast later asynchronously. I'll call that the miracle of that asynchronous broadcast. The miracle of the fact that I can record it and you can watch it whenever. I think that's really cool and just astounding. That's something we that was just unheard of, for our parents and our parents' parents. Is like, oh my god, that technology exists. But it's just a par for the course, and what you do on a Sunday night now for a lot of people. What are you doing on Sunday night? Oh, I'm broadcasting live on YouTube to talk to my passel of followers about my experience doing blah blah blah. Well, that's just amazing. And thanks for letting me do that. And thanks for joining me doing that. And good night, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Bye now.